Guys, I got a lot of questions on my Instagram about the Voice of Holland, but also about the Voice Kids. So I thought let's make a video so I can answer all of your questions. Maybe you want to apply for a TV show or you just want to know what's up. So let's start with the first question. What was different in the Voice of Holland in your experience compared to the Voice Kids? So for me, in my opinion, the Voice Kids, you are more guided because you're a child. I was 13, I think. Yes, it's now 13, 14 years ago when I applied for the Voice Kids. And yeah, of course, they are preparing you because you're a child, and they guide you to the makeup session, they guide you to the rehearsal, they guide you to the recording session. And with the Voice of Holland, the responsibility is more on you, and it's on you how you prepare yourself. So for me, I had a business coach, I had a mental coach, I had a vocal coach, I had a music industry coach. So I wanted to be the best version of myself. So outside of the voice, I managed all of that as well because I wanted to be prepared the best that I could. And so I did. So yeah, it's just more your own responsibility. Did you expect to be in the finals? Well, I must say at the Voice Kids, I was a lot more confident. I really had a goal and I knew that if I was going to be on that show, I wanted to come so far and I actually wanted to win the show. So I was so confident in myself, and even at the first audition with the blinds, I did not care when everyone was going to turn because I knew for a fact that it was going to happen and I didn't really care. I was like, I'm just here to sing my song on this stage, and even if they don't turn, I know what I came to do. So I miss a little bit of that confidence of little Nieloe, because right now in this season of the Voice of Holland that I went to, it's really different for me. I was not really confident, and even though on stage it looks like that and people always tell me, whoa, you're so confident on stage, when I'm on the stage it's different, but before it's crazy. The amount of stress that I had is, yeah, I cannot even tell you. I even had my own room there at the Voice of Holland because I was just so stressed and I wanted to take time to just come to myself and just breathe and try to relax and focus on what I was going to do and just remember my lyrics and everything together. I had so much stress. So this season I did not expect to go in the finals at all. Even though I tried to prepare myself for the best, I still was not super confident. So yeah, this season I did not expect it at all. My coach believed in me, and that there were so many people that believed in me and that trusted me, and even more that I trusted myself, to be honest. So yeah, that I came so far, it was really a blessing, and I feel really, really honored, and it has taught me a lot and I learned a lot from the whole experience. So I'm really thankful for that. Was it real? Could you really choose the coach, or was it already planned beforehand? Okay, you guys know me as a real person, so I'm gonna be real with you. Yes, it was real. I could really choose the coach that I wanted. At the Voice Kids, I switched a lot of times because I was like, maybe I want to go for Marco Bussato, maybe Nick and Simon. But when I was standing there and I just saw the eyes of Angela Groothuis, and she just looked into my soul and she was so sweet, and I felt like a mother figure over her, and I was like, you know what, I want to choose her. So for me it was not a hard decision when I was standing there and I knew that, okay, this is my coach. So yeah, I chose her. And at the Voice of Holland I could also choose, and I was really going between people because they were talking so good about me and I didn't know like who am I going to choose. But then I remembered that Willy Wartaal has kind of the same story and the same background as me, and I was like, okay, he already walked the path for me, so he's the person that can help me the most with the same background that walked the path, so he can help me maybe walk my path. So that's what I chose, why I chose him. Is the blind audition really the first audition? Well, no. That's the first audition that you guys get to see on television, but beforehand there are several auditions going on. You have an online audition, you have a call, you have a physical audition because they also have to know your energy, of course, and they want to see what you can do on the spot, how your voice sounds in real life, of course. And after that, you get invited to the blind audition. But it's without the coaches, I must say that. So the coaches really don't see you. Yeah, beforehand. At the blind audition, it's really the first time for the coaches to see you. Did you really get to spend time with your coach? So with the Voice Kids, they had the rule that if you come to the finals, you will spend one-on-one time with your coach. And because I came to the finals, Angela Groothuizen even came to our home. So back then, I used to live with my mom in our old house, and Angela Groothuizen came to visit us, and I showed her around in our house, and I showed her my room, my little room. It was super small, and I'm really grateful that I was able to come up from such a small town to like the finals. It was a really big thing happening for me. And yeah, so I spent one-on-one time with her back then, but not before the finals. Before the finals, I only saw her at the recording days. And with the Voice of Holland, I also saw my coach only at the recording days. And because of everything that happened, of course, in the seasons before, they had to really take care of that extra intensely. So we were not allowed to meet up one-on-one or even talk one-on-one. There was an app that we can talk in, and there were also people of the production who were reading with us as well. So we were never for 1 second alone. We could not have a single conversation privately. There was always somebody in the room. And I think that's a good thing because of all the things that happened, and it's for safety reasons, of course. So yeah, I think it's a good thing, but at the same time, I missed it also a little bit because I sometimes wanted to be able to call my coach and say, hey, this and this is happening, because behind the scenes, there was also a record label who was dealing with us. And sometimes that can be like pretty harsh because, yeah, I must say the TV industry and the music industry are completely different and separate things. So when I was dealing with the music industry, that's really harsh and sometimes can be really bad, to be honest, in my opinion. I can also make a separate video about that if you guys would like to, about the music industry. But I wanted to be able to call him up and like have a brainstorm about it, but that was not possible because we were not allowed to have each other's phone numbers. And when I wanted to talk to him, I could plan a meeting, but then somebody from the production also had to be there. So for me, that was not really an ideal situation, but I get it for safety reasons, and for the bigger picture, it's for the better. So yeah, that's that. But because I went to the finals, we also had a studio session. So that was really cool for me, and I really wanted that. So that was nice. And we had brainstorm sessions, but also, yeah, the whole time with somebody from the production team. How was it after the show ended? Okay, to be honest, it got really lonely for me. Because when you are used to all the people that are working with you and for you, and all the media platforms that want interviews of you, like, you're constantly in a high. And when the show is over, yeah, the high will come down a little bit. And the people that were working with you and for you will also go their own way because, yeah, when the show stops, they're not working anymore for the show. So that was a really harsh reality wake-up call for me because I had to switch and adapt to the new situation. But at the same time, I'm really blessed and happy that I had my own team. One of my good friends, Bas Janssens, also really helped me a lot. I will put his information in the description because he has helped me a lot with like keeping my mind sane, but also like focusing on what I came to do and my intention. And he's a really good life coach in general, and I'm really blessed that I can call him my friend. And I'm really blessed to have my own team. So they really got me out of it, and they really helped me out of that switch from going down to not going to the high again that I was, but just being stable in the middle, you know? And I'm really thankful for that. So I must say after the show, it was really a switch for me that I had to make, but because of the people that I had around me, I felt safe and good and stable. Do you recommend applying on the show or on a show? Well, it depends on what your goals are. For me, I wanted to heal myself. I knew that when I was little, I have gone through a lot, and I can also make a separate video about that if you guys want. but I've been through a lot, and music was my only way to like survive and heal myself, and my only way to get all of my emotions out. And that was my goal, to just heal myself and be the best version of myself and just thrive in the industry that I see as my passion. But if you have any other goal, I don't know if that fits with your goal. So you just have to sit with yourself and maybe have some people around you that know you really well and that want the best for you, to see if what you want, if that aligns with applying for a show. And you also feel mentally strong enough to do such a thing, then I would recommend it. Or even if you don't really care and you just want to see what happens and you just want to throw yourself in there, why not just do it if you don't care? But for me, I must say it was really heavy and it was really intense because it's a year long at least. For the Voice of Kids, it was even longer. And at that time, I was also at school and I was performing really well at school because I was on the highest level in the Netherlands. We call it here VWO. And I had to pass all my exams and I wanted to do that really well. And then at the same time, I wanted to perform really high on The Voice and just go after my passion and reach all my goals there. And at the same time, it was just a really weird balance because people at school didn't really, yeah, they were not really happy for me because they saw me as the girl who just can skip class and she doesn't have to go to school and I have to go to school. So they were kind of envying me, to be honest. So it was not really a nice time for me at the school when I was to the Voice Kids, because at the same time I could not tell anyone about it. You have to keep quiet about everything because nobody is supposed to know, because then it's not fun to watch anymore. If people get to know who is already in the show, then it's a spoiler alert, you know. And even when the show aired, I could still not tell anything about the show because, you know, I cannot say I'm already in the finals. But I knew that I was in the finals, but nobody was supposed to know. So I could not talk to anyone about it, and that was really hard as well. They thought that I was just relaxing and just I was just chilling at home or something. But what they didn't know was that I was working really, really hard, even so hard that I got in a burnout, to be honest, at a young age, because I just wanted to perform so high on both ways. You can always choose for yourself if what your priority is. If you have a priority to perform really well in school, then please do that first, and afterwards you can do whatever you want. But if you really have that dream and you think like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity and I have to take it and this is what I feel right now and I just want to go for it, then just go for it. You can do it anyway. But just be aware that it's not just something that's like, oh, let's just do this, because it will be a whole process and a whole project, and a lot will be going on for you, even things that you cannot prepare for. So even for me, I prepared a lot for it, but I could not be prepared for what was coming because you have to live it until you learn it. For this season, I also have to let a lot of things go. I was sacrificing a lot. I could not work as much anymore, so my income was really less stable, to be honest, because I had to skip a lot of work projects as well because I had to rehearsals for the show, or I had repetitions, or had recording days, and you will not get paid for the show. So you have to find a way to get your income stable and to be able to pay your rent without sacrificing your sleep and your health and your performance. So it's really a way to find a balance, and you have to keep that in mind. But I must say I'm really happy that I did it because it also brought me a lot. It brings you, of course, more exposure. Other record labels will see you, publishing will see you, bookers will see you. So it just depends on what is your goal and does it fit with what you want to reach. And for me, it did. Yeah, there's a lot of things that came on my path. It brought me a lot, but you have to be aware of the things that can come your way. So, yeah, all with all, that's how we say it in the Netherlands. All with all, I would say for me, it was a really nice experience because I had a lot of fun with the people in my team. and we were laughing, and it was a lot of waiting as well before the show. So you wait in a room together and you can just sing together or do your own thing and just talk and make new friends. So that's also really fun. And yeah, it was a nice experience to just experience all those things and all the cameras and all the lights. It's a really crazy experience, I must say that. But I'm really thankful that I made it so far and that the people believed in me. If you want a part 2, if you have any other questions maybe about The Voice, please let me know. I can make that as well, or I can do a whole other video, like maybe my makeup routine or my, I don't know, night routine. Anything that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments down below. And please subscribe to my channel to be updated when I post a new video. And also follow me on the socials, because on Instagram I'm really active, and on TikTok of course. Sometimes I also go live, so just stay updated. You can also sign in for my newsletter on my website, www.nieloefaar.com, and you will be the first to know anything. If I have a new show coming up or a meet and greet or anything else, you will be the first to know if you apply for my newsletter. It will also be linked down below. I love you so much, Nieloe Fam. Thank you so much for watching, and of course for your support. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye bye.